I'm Josh with Skid Pro. Today we're here with our Stump Bucket and Stump Bucket Grapple. This is one of my absolute favorite attachments. It's practical, it's simple, it's reasonably priced. It can do so many things. Its versatility is endless. And on top of that, it leads the industry at every spec. It's the longest, strongest, most durable, best warranted Stump Bucket and Stump Bucket Grapple, period. Well, we just made the best better with a bolt-on grapple option. Now you don't have to choose just Stump Bucket or just Stump Bucket Grapple. With a quick 5-minute bolt-on, bolt-off, you can remove the grapple when you don't need it and put it back on when you do. Well, you might ask, why wouldn't you want the grapple? Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Pro, of course, you can secure your tree or your load or whatever you grabbed in debris and take it to the dump site. One of the cons is when you raise this thumb all the way up, you reduce some visibility from the operator's seat to your front ripping teeth. Another reason, when you're aggressively digging, even in the up position, the thumb can get close to the vertical tree itself. And of course, lastly is budget. There's added hydraulics and cost to the top grapple, and some customers just might not need that. But the good news, the thumb can be added on anytime, even after the sale, if the customer changes their mind. So you can see that is a huge game changer, and with a 5-minute on-off, you can have the best of both worlds. Now let's take a closer look at some of the individual specs. Let's start with the grapple. First of all, we run 3/8" side plates, and then 3/8" plate between the grapple, top to bottom in the front, front to back on the top. We run 3x3 square tubing in the corner for reinforcement and to attach the cylinder. We run a 2.5" cylinder, 1.5" rod, greasable pivot points around. Oversized 1.25" pivot pins in the rear. The grapple itself is over 7 inches wide, 36 inches deep, and opens over 40 inches. This bucket is industry leading at every turn. The unit is heavy, over 500 pounds. Second, we run 1/2" side plates from front to back. We run 3/8" gussets top and bottom on both sides. 3x3 thick-walled square tubing is the backbone by the attached plate top and bottom. And lastly, we tie it in with the gussets into the quick attach plate due to the prying that will happen with this attachment. The icing on the cake is in the tried and true front portion of the bucket. First of all, we run a 12-inch wide, 8 inches deep, 1 inch thick, massive high carbon steel cutting edge. We lay 3 weld-in shanks 7 inches with a 4.5" pin-on-tip excavator style digging teeth. We run the 1/2" steel on the sides with another 1/2" inlay, making the constant wear parts all greater than 1 inch of high tensile steel. And then we top it off with unique serrated teeth on the sides to aid in ripping and aggressive digging. But it's not just the build that's impressive, it's the design. To start, industry leading 60-inch length from the tip of the teeth to the back of the attach plate. That gives a tremendous amount of leverage and force. Additionally, we curve the bottom portion of the bucket 24 inches back from the teeth. That moves the fulcrum back and gives even more breakout force to the teeth. The third feature that ties them all together is the low profile front. Traditional stump buckets are shorter in length, and so their sidewalls come at a higher 45-degree angle, and when you try and dig with those buckets, they want to wedge into the ground. Our bucket, with the low profile, pierces deeper into the ground for more aggressive digging and better performance. In all the years and thousands of units we've sold on this stump bucket, we have never done a single warranty claim. It's amazing when you think about the abuse that this attachment goes through on the biggest 90+ horsepower track loaders. This thing is built to last. I used to say that every guy with a skid loader should own a bucket and pallet forks. But over the years, I've added the Stump bucket to the list of must-have items. And even more so now that the customer has the option of getting it with or without the grapple and being able to bolt on, bolt off in 5 minutes, depending on what the job dictates. It's just another example of Skid Pro innovation leading the industry. To learn more about your options with this Stump bucket and grapple, call a product guru today at 877-378-4642 or visit us online at www.skidpro.com.